So this is a semi-Chinese movie written and directed by Lulu Wang. And I say semi-Chinese because there is a fair bit of English in it too. And the story here follows this young woman living in New York, whose family decides to fly back to China under the pretense of a wedding. And she decides to join them, although the real reason for them going is something else entirely. It's a bit of a secret they're keeping, and something they feel like could do more harm than good if it got out. So the movie basically follows this family as they have a bit of a reunion. And in the middle of it all is this young woman who is a bit torn on the whole idea of keeping a secret. She's not convinced it's for the best, but she doesn't want to go against her family either. That's the basic premise here, and to be fair, I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. Mainly because I've heard a lot of good things about this one. It's been very well received, but I'm not that convinced by it. Now, don't get me wrong, this is by no means a bad movie. In fact, I liked it, but the story here was a bit underwhelming to me. It's very simple. It's all about this family and the secret they're keeping. And that's it. There's just nothing more to it, and it didn't feel like it really went anywhere either. Like the plot itself almost feels non-existent. It's just all about the characters and their whole family dynamic. It doesn't feel like anything really happens, and it doesn't really go anywhere. Which I guess could be fine, but I didn't really even get the point of the main character's arc. And her whole storyline about her life in New York and whatnot. And I don't think it really dug into the other characters very much either. It does give most of them a little bit of depth. They all feel unique and different. But that's about it. They didn't really go very much deeper than that. And yeah, at the end of the day, I guess I just didn't really get the point of it all. I mean, the movie is about family and about what people do to protect their loved ones. Or what they think is protecting them, even if that means lying and deceiving. And how they justify that to themselves and the people around them. But beyond that, I just don't really know what I was supposed to take away from this. However, as I said, I still did like it. It's still a perfectly enjoyable movie. I thought it was pretty funny at times too. It's also well acted. The pacing wasn't bad either, although it didn't really feel like it went anywhere. But it didn't drag or feel long, so I guess it did something right. It's also a very good looking and well directed movie. I also liked how they used the music in this and thought the editing worked very well. They utilized a lot of hard cuts, which can sometimes feel a bit abrupt, but in this it worked. Oh, and the grandma in this is absolutely adorable. I liked her a lot. So yeah, beyond the story stuff and the general plot, which I wasn't completely sold on, I did end up liking just about everything else and genuinely don't have any real complaints about it. And you know what? It did have this certain charm to it as well. It's a very charming movie with a lot of heart and some touching moments as well. And I'm guessing that's really the reason so many people have liked this as much as they have. It's probably also most of the reason I didn't really mind it either. But did I personally think it's great? No, but it's most definitely not bad either. However, would I recommend it? Sure, I mean, I think most people will find something to like about it. So, you know, maybe give it a look. Or don't. After all, I'm not your dad. But hey, what are your thoughts on this? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a thumbs up or sub to the channel, because that would be fantastic. And if you'd like, you can also support me on Patreon or PayPal through the links in the description. And as always, I appreciate you and thanks for watching.